Okay, so we have domain and range. Just remember that domain is the x values, range is the y values. And when you have points, so we have these ordered pairs, it's always going to be in the x, y format. Okay, all these are x. So when I'm looking here, the first number is going to be the x number, and that is going to be the domain. So we have to put them in order from smallest to greatest. So I have 1, 2, 0, -1, 4, -1, 4. So -1 is the smallest number. So let's put -1. And let's not forget our braces. All right, we have these little braces here, like this symbol. Let's put comma. The next one, we have a 0. So let's go ahead and put 0. And then we have the number 1, number 2, and number 4. So even if they repeat, you do not write them down twice. You just go ahead and put them in order from least to greatest. Okay. The range is all the y numbers. So the ones that we didn't underline, we have -4, 5, -5, 3, 5, -3, -1. The smallest number is -5. So it's like you owe me $5. It's like money. You don't want to have negative money. And then I have -4. And then what's next? -3, -1, and I have a 5, I have a +3. Wait, am I looking at the right ones? Yeah, -5, -4, -3, -1. Where am I at next? 3 and 5. And that is the range. So do that with all these. Just try to remember, keep them in order. If you want a highlighter, you might want to get a highlighter. All right, let me actually get a highlighter. All right, so I went ahead and I highlighted. All right, so the greens are the domain, and then the yellows are the range. So the domain is 5, 3, 5, 7, 13, and 6. So we're starting with the smallest number, which is going to be 3, 5, 6, 7, and 13. And the range is the yellow numbers. So the smallest one is 2. Then we're going to have 4, 5. 5 comes out 2 times, but you only write it down once. And then 8. All right, 8 comes out 2 times, but you only write it down once. So that's that over here. Now for the domain. All right, so we have points. Now we don't have to write down the points. We just have to look at like the x. So we're only looking for the domain number. The x only. Oops. Sorry. I'm gonna put down. All right. So let's look at the x number only. This is my x line, and I'm gonna get my highlighter for this one. So I have a point right here. All right. This is at -4, so that's my first one. Now my x, only where the points are. There's a point here on this number, that's -3. There's a point on this number. There is no point on -1. There's no point on 0. There's no point on 1. There is 2 points right here on 2. There's no point on 3. And there is a point here on the 4. So we're only looking for domain. We're only looking at these numbers, the x. Okay, x only. So I have -4, and this is already in the order. -4, I have a -3, I have a -2. Skip all these because there's no points. And then I have a +2. Skip the 3, there's no point there. And then we have the 4. All right, so simple. So right here, is there a point on the -12 line? Yes, there's a point here. Is there a point on the -10 line? Yes. Is there a point on -8? No, there's no point. Let's skip it. There is a point on -6, No -4, no -2, no 0, nothing on the 2. Let me just double check. Okay, and then we have one over here at the 4. There is a point there. There's no point on the 6, but there is one at this 8. Okay, so my domain is only the x numbers, -12, -10, -6, and then all the way until 4, and then 8. Okay, so go ahead and do the last one. All right, now for the back. All right, we're gonna do the back later. Just make sure you get the front done. All right, just make sure you get all of this front part done. All right, we're gonna do the back later.